Hey, this is Cindi Meyersohn. I'm here from DataRebels with Dan Linstedt, the CEO of DataVaultAlliance. Dan, we are kicking off our CDVP 2.1 Roadshow this fall, starting in September. So there are a number of things that are going to be happening with that. Uh, Not just the class, but we're also doing like a meet and greet one night during each week as we're delivering the class in person. So during that meet and greet, I'm sure we're going to get some questions. I'd like to go over a couple of questions that we have gotten that I think people would be interested in hearing what you have to say about these things. A number of people have talked about struggling with their existing data warehouse and, not being sure if even with their data vault, if the architecture and the model perhaps have been implemented correctly. So could you address that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good question. And I want to start it off by saying, hello, everybody. It's nice to be here. And the other thing is that, we do far more than just Data Vault. So what I'm about to tell you is if you're struggling with your data warehouse or data lake house, maybe that's the term you're calling it, or analytics solution in a data lake, whatever you want to use, we're here to help. We've got a lot of experience and a lot of background that stretches beyond just Data Vault. So don't feel like, we can only do Data Vault, because that's not true. But yeah, we can certainly help you. We've got 3 ways of working with you. The first is team-based workshops, and these are 4-hour segments. So you purchase 4 hours of our time. And when I say our time, I mean my time and your time, Cindi. It's a joint effort between DataRebels and DataVaultAlliance to get this done. And the workshops are whiteboarding sessions, and we develop a very loose agenda of topics where the team might be stuck or struggling, and then we sort of freeform it and figure out, how to answer those questions on the fly. If we get towards the end of the workshop and we need another one, we'll talk about that with management and move forward. But they're basically 4-hour chunks. So really easy, really targeted, really specific to answering certain struggles that the teams may be having. I also want to say we don't work with just the technical team. We also reach out and would love to work with the business analyst team as well, and the sponsors and the folks that might be frustrated with the tech team. Perhaps there's a lack of communication, or there's some issues in delivery. Something might not be right there in the teaming aspect, or the escalation process, or the flow, or the communication. So we work with teams on various levels to get these things done. The second way that we engage with you, which is really cool, are called targeted knowledge sessions. We usually pick a very specific subject, a very specific topic to work with through this target session, and that's all we cover. And again, that could be at a minimum a 2-hour time window, but it could be as much as 6 hours and so on. It could turn into a working session if that's what they want, but usually it's targeted and it's got a finite stop time, and we finish with that subject and get the team moving. Then the final way that we engage together is through something called advisory services. And it's a longer engagement. It usually lasts about 6 months. And we start off in the beginning meeting every week. And sometimes it's 4 or 5 hours in the first 2 or 3 weeks. And then as the time goes on and as the team gets better, we will meet a little bit less, right? Less frequently sometimes. And it all depends on how the team is doing or how the team is progressing. In those advisory sessions, we always give the team homework. And again, this includes the business analysts as well, or the scrum leaders, or the technical BAs that are working with the team, and so on. So this is really a cross-functional team that we work with to get things rolling. It isn't just the tech team producing results, although that's where a lot of the focus is, because the tech team seems to get stuck. So that's sort of how we work. And if you're interested in any of those, definitely give us a call or contact us.
Great. Thanks so much. Well, I'm sure we'll get more of these questions on the road. Thanks so much, Dan.
You're welcome.